Amnesty International shows that China executed more people than any other country last year. But the human rights group's Brian Evans says that number could be much higher.
And revealing state secrets can get you in a whole lot of trouble in China. So what we don't know about what's going on in China is a lot more than what we do know. We were able to record 470 executions, but the number could be as high as 6,000.
The Chinese embassy in Washington did not respond to several VOA requests for an interview. Amnesty International also faults Mongolia and Vietnam for holding secret executions. The report shows that 5 countries carried out most of the year's executions. In addition to China, Iran had 317, Saudi Arabia 143, Pakistan 135, and the United States 42. Amnesty says executions in the U.S. may be down while the Supreme Court reviews the legality of lethal injection. Again, Brian Evans.
The last 2 years, death sentences have been down to a lower level than any time since the 1970s, which indicates a real decline in support for capital punishment in the U.S.
The Amnesty report found that 3 countries, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Yemen, violate international law by executing criminals younger than 18. The youngest was a 13-year-old executed for rape in Iran. The report also tells of an Iranian man and woman who were stoned to death for adultery, and a man in Saudi Arabia beheaded for sorcery. Globally, Amnesty International says that more than 1,200 people were executed last year, down by more than 300 from the year before. In February, the United Nations called for a global moratorium on the death penalty. Amnesty International says it hopes that vote results in a substantially lower number of executions for next year's report. Carolyn Presutti, VOA News.